Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Piper Academy. Today, we got a lot of stuff to go through today. Avalanche, outage, Avalanche, wow. Solana outage, maybe Avalanche getting a little bit of movement today. And we're going to be taking a look at the possibility of Bitcoin breaking through some critical support. That and a whole lot more today on Piper Academy, guys. It's time. Let's do it. Class is in session. Yes, that was absolutely fun. There is no Avalanche outage. Got a lot of stuff up on my screen here, guys. We've got a little bit of news, but a lot of things going on right now that we're going to be taking a look at. But first, I want to give a shout out to all of the alumni members that have joined our memberships, guys. We hit 2,363 subscribers as of this morning. We've got a nice build up going here of the alumni members, and we've also got that Discord getting ready to launch. We're going to be bringing you guys all kinds of content over there also. Weekly AMAs and stuff like that. So exclusive just for the members. But I want to give a shout out to our magna cum laude, Mr. J, and our summa cum laude, Bedredden. Shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for always supporting the Academy. We appreciate you. This is the show that we go live with every single Monday through Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We look at the news, we look at the charts, we look at the markets, economics, everything that you need to aggregate, get some knowledge, because knowledge is profit here at the Piper Academy. But I don't do the show by myself. I have an amazing team that helps me out. Crooks of Crypto in the background doing all of the work that you guys don't see. He is the cogs in the machine. That is the Piper Academy. And then also ZTS Rhythm, putting all those shorts together for you, handling edits, social engagement, stuff like that. But most importantly, I've got my co-host, and that is how I get this show done. What is up, TradeFly? What is up, OC Guy? What is OC Guy doing with his chart over there? Is he literally just
already
a chart?
Mexican spaghetti, baby. He's ready.
Just a chart. So,
yes,
what's up, OC and TradeFly? How you guys doing, man?
Good, good. You guys can see I'm back to the hotel living, so this is going to be an extended part of my life here for the next few months. But hey, I'm going to try to be here every day, and so still excited.
Yeah, so it sounds like someone's saying that we sound a little dirty today, guys. If we're sounding dirty, let us know so that we can fix that volume. I think we're good though. OC, bro, how is your internet doing, man?
My internet is doing fantastic. Well, so far, it seems like I have just a tiny bit latency, just to be expected. Right now, it's running out of satellites with what is it called? This Starlink thing, but nonetheless, seems to be working fine. But I mean, the charts things. I breed charts, I eat charts, and am charts.
Oh, I just understood what Eric Wallen was discussing. What he said sounds dirty. He was talking about the magna cum laude, the summa cum laude, and cum laude. For those that don't know, those are graduate tiers. So if you're summa cum laude, that means you had the highest GPA, so on and so forth, in a college. So it's not meant to sound dirty unless it is, but it's Latin. I think there's a lot of dirty words that sound dirty in Latin. So TradeFly, you're back in the hotel room. So, you're hanging out in the hotel doing the mission operation, secret TradeFly. But yeah,
Save the world, baby.
We appreciate that you woke up and made your bed. Those are rules you got to follow. You got to have daily routines that leads to success. Yep, you made your bed. So I can spot check you on making your bed. Did you put military corners on that bed, TradeFly?
I did not put military corners. I wanted to make sure that they both matched. So
well, good job. Good on
going
you.
For the streamline.
Let's go ahead and get into some news today. But shout out to again to all the members, guys. We're at 2,300 subscribers on our way up. We are going. Alex O Crypto just hit like 1,600 yesterday. So like we are all just exploding. The family is growing together. I want to give a shout out to Legendary Aviation Coffee right there. One of the sponsors of the show, and Decrypted Tax, guys. If you are unsure about your tax stuff and you don't know how to do it with all the new rules, regulation, everything that comes out of tax law, Don't take it into your own hands and mess it up and have the IRS knocking at your door. Get a trusted tax accountant and attorney, decrypted.tax, link down below. Get a free consultation and support the show. So tell Ernest you're with the alumni. So let's get into the news, guys. Jump over here and we will see here the crypto bubbles. The infamous crypto bubbles. Guys, the crypto bubbles today are telling us on the daily chart that we've got quite a bit of red in Flare. Down 16.1%. If you guys are seeing this this XMR right now, it is really down 23.8%. And I believe this is Monero, or one of the offshoots of Monero. So let's go take a look and see what it's saying here. Yeah, this is Monero. That's what it is. XMR is Monero, and the reason we're seeing that is because it was just delisted, I believe, on Binance. So getting rid of privacy coins. There's no more privacy coins. I think that this story was actually broke on X by Jenna X. So there you go. Shout out to Jenna. Let's get over here and let's take a look at what we got. Dogecoin has retaken its 10th position and dumped Chainlink back down the list. Chainlink down 4.2% in the past day, hitting some key support. We'll take a look at that today, guys. Avalanche, though, getting some movement up today, about 0.3%, nothing major. But guys, Avalanche looks like it's poised to make another move, and we're going to be taking a look at what that could be. We're going to do some TA on that. Despite a Solana outage, folks, you're going to see FUD. There's a lot of FUD today on Solana, guys. They are talking about the outage. They're talking about how bad it is. One of the articles that OC pulled up said retracement of 4%. Guys, it hasn't retraced really more than anything else on here. Matter of fact, some things like Chainlink has retraced more. ICP down 4.6%. This is a normal pullback with the rest of the market that Solana's seeing, despite an hours-long outage. So, that's why I said you may not want to be so quick to sell. This could be one of those situations where people start to sell and all of a sudden movers just make this thing take off. So not financial advice, but I just wanted to go over that. And make sure you guys are tracking, aware that this could be a bad trap. Let's look at the liquidations here and see how the liquidations are looking. Let's give it a little refreshy fresh. And let's get in here. Oh, by the way, shout out to Alexandra G. She gifted a membership earlier. And Eric Wallen also joined cum laude today. He is a member. So shout out to both of them. Mark Dutch picking up that gifted membership from Alexandra G. So amazing mod here in the alumni. And she's just doing great things for great people. So shout out to Mark Dutch for being the newest member there right after Eric Wallen from his gift from Alexandra G. So I just wanted to touch on that, guys. Looking at the 24 hours here on the liquidations, we can see Bitcoin had $20.27 million in liquidations, Ethereum at 4.25. Let's go and take a look and see what we had total 24-hour wrecked schedule here, $77.42 million. 55.6 million of that being longs, 21.7 million being shorts. And in the past 24 hours, there's 32,696 traders liquidated. Largest liquidation being on XBT .USD versus USD, and it would be 1.3 million. So economic calendar today, guys, not a lot going on. Tuesday is a very boring day, just some Fed people speaking, nothing major here on the calendar to look at. Tomorrow we do have the balance of trade, EIOU, crude oil stock changes there and stuff like that. So nothing major today or tomorrow. Let's jump over here and look at the earnings reports for today. Tuesday, February 9th, we got Eli Lilly in here. It's going to be Spotify, Ford, Enphase. Enphase, those are solar panels. I got those guys. They are my solar panel company. Hertz, BP, Toyota. Who else do we got? Anything other big? Spirit Aerosystems, guys. Spirit Aerosystems. I talked about that stock a long time ago when we started into this whole Israel, Palestine, Gaza Strip thing. You guys remember that? It was in the news for a while. I talked about Spirit Aerosystems. We'll take a look at them today. Could have made a lot of money on that stock. I don't give financial advice, but you could have done your own research. Made a lot. Looking here on X marks the spot. Hong Kong, guys. So, you know, when you lose faith in your bank, that's why we had the FDIC, right? Literally because there was bank runs They didn't have the money. FDIC, no one trusted banks after that, so they created FDIC to go, look, we'll insure and back your money. It's like 250 or what is it, $250,000 per person per bank, right? So even if you have multiple accounts, it caps out total $250,000. Well, Hong Kong, excuse me, Hong Kong is raising its guarantee on bank deposit savings from $64,000 to $102,000 in an effort to calm economic worries in China. The changes will allow more than 92% of the city's depositors, which is in Hong Kong, to be covered. Their decision to raise deposit insurance levels came after a review beginning during the regional bank crisis. The board said they are open-minded for further increases in deposit insurance in the future. New stimulus is a daily occurrence in China now. So China doing bad, doing very, very bad. China, they're doing bad. They're doing very, very bad. Just can't say without hearing Donald Trump.
You might be getting a lot of that in your future, just so you know.
Yeah, right. We might be getting that a lot in the future. Just in, China's stock market has lost $1 trillion in value in 13 trading days. So, hey, shout out to BRICS. Everybody, I told everybody BRICS is nothing to be worried about. I've been saying this for a year. Do not be worried about BRICS. And also, check this out, guys. BlackRock, just in, BlackRock Fidelity now holds 134,358 Bitcoin worth over $5.7 billion for the ETF. That's just two. That's just Fidelity and BlackRock. So every time you guys sell, remember, they're the ones that are buying that Bitcoin up. And then we got our stuff there on Solana. We'll take a look at that in a bit. Tonight, guys, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Billy Goat Tales. We're going to be going over there with joining the X Space with Billy Goat Tales. Chapter 12 is going to be going on, so don't forget about that. What else we got? Major news. I think that is it on there. Let's jump into here. FTX, guys. Have you guys heard about this? TradeFly, did you hear about this stuff? Did you hear about this craziness, OC?
Dude, you know what I heard about?
Not at all.
Crypto Billy and Alex O. Welcome to Cum Laude.
Shout out. Let's go. Alex O, bless you, man. You guys are so awesome. And Crypto Billy jumping in here as a member. I appreciate you guys. You guys are why we do what we do. You family. We're family. I'm gonna start getting the Vin Diesel overlay.
Get that heart going.
Like Alex has with Arnold Schwarzenegger. We're gonna start doing it with Vin Diesel. We're family.
Don't tease me. I know almost every line of the original Fast and Furious. It's sad.
Nerd.
Yeah. I had like 3 movies when I was in college. That was one of them.
All right, so FTX estate paying creditors $18 per soul while selling up to $100. That's what they're selling it for. So, guys, so how this is working. FTX, defunct exchange. They went down. They went out. They are selling their creditors. They owe them back, whatever they had, right? So they're paying them, okay, well, we're going to pay you for the Solana that you had at the price at this date, which is $18 per Solana. But they're selling Solana at $100 a token right now. Like they're selling it for upwards to $100. So they're making all of this money while they're only giving the creditors $18. Guys, that's like an 80% difference of what they're giving to their creditors that they owe money to versus what they're making coming in. So according to Martin Fold, the current FTX handlers need to clarify their handling of the bankruptcy process. Fold believes more funds are circulating within the FTX system than the current managers are paying the affected victims. The influencer noted that FTX managers sold for between $50 to $100, but paid creditors $18 per Solana. So he said the lawyers are making about $40 million a day in fees. Are they paying themselves out of this? People want answers. So just another example of, a horrible exchange in the crypto space continuing to Bohica. Bohica. If you guys don't know, in the military, we have Bohica, and it means bend over, here it comes again. So that is what this is. It's FTX giving you the old Bohica. So it's horrible. Here's the main story today, guys. Solana crashing 5% to $93 as team confirms another network outage. If you guys read this is like, oh my God, look at this collapse, like 5% move on Solana because of an outage. Well, first of all, 5% is normal in crypto on a retracement. Second of all, it hasn't moved anything more than what other things have moved. So, again, FUD, guys, FUD, FUD, FUD. And yes, I put it on the thumbnail because it's going to get people's attention today. You guys don't understand. That is what it takes to get people to look at a video. But yes, I am under the mindset, not financial advice. You probably do not want to sell on this. If you want to do anything, if I was going to do anything, I might sell 20%, hold that just in case there is more of a pullback so I can get cheaper Solana. But this I believe is going to be a trap that gets a lot of people hurt because they did not they sold and then it takes off again. So especially as we're on a retracement, we've already had a pullback retracement. So Solana sees a network outage with no new transaction block in hours. Solana's team has confirmed the network outage through an incident report. This marks the first time since February 2023 during which a major outage lasted over 18 hours. The Solana blockchain encountered an unexpected hiccup, that's what they're calling it, with no new transaction block. See, what had happened was, at press time data, the Solana blockchain explorer suggested the last registered transaction happened at this block height right there. There's that block number for all you blockchain nerds out there. Prominent figures in the crypto community, including Chinese reporter Colin Wu, have called attention to the development in X post. So there you go. A lot of people talking about it. You guys are going to hear a lot of stuff on it today. One thing I do want to point out, though, coming over here, you can see this is the actual outage. Investigating engineers from across the ecosystem are investigating. Why did I put major outage on the thing? Because that's literally what it pinged as on the Solana website, major outage. So I did not make that up for you know, giving you, oh my God, moments. But check this out. I love this. At least the Solana shoes operate as they should. It's
Nice.
pretty good. It's pretty good. You're pretty clever there, guy.
Yo, did you see Eric's comment?
No, what
We
do you
might have
say?
to open up a new level of membership. It's Bohica cum laude.
The Bohica cum laude. That's right. Here we go,
Yeah.
guys. April
Man.
22nd. The last time we had an outage was February 2023. So about a year ago, 12 months ago. They've had a couple of outages before that, September 2022, April 2022. So they've gone a year without any outage. You guys can see that. Look at that major pullback. It's so huge off of that. We're going to be taking a look at that chart in a second, though. Let's go ahead and let's do that. Let's jump over here, Trio Can. What do you guys think? Are you selling your Solana right now? Are you scared? Are you running for the hills and getting out of your Solana? What are you guys doing?
Nah, I'm not too worried about it. It looks like it's holding up pretty strong just looking at the charts right now. Sometimes there is a delay as news gets out there, you know, because we're quick to know it because this is our world, right? But sometimes it takes retail a little bit of time to kind of catch wind of everything that's going on. So you may see a little more of a pullback, just a small delay in that, but I'm not freaking out. Honestly, Solana, this isn't their first time with a network outage, let's be honest. So they're still here. They're still doing their thing. So not a massive deal.
So very true. However, I did see an article this morning, well, not an article, but a post that someone said, as a reminder, Ethereum has never had a complete blockchain outage. So again,
Yeah,
you know,
the ADA gang's out strong too.
Every time someone talks about the Ethereum killer.
Yeah. ADA gain's the full effect right now also. Oh, we don't have outages, you know. So.
Yeah, let's go get over into the charts and get some TA in here for the peoples. The peoples. The peoples, yeah. Taking a look here at Solana, guys, you can see we did lose the dynamic reactor here. So I guess there is a slight pullback here, but really, if you go from peak top to all the way to its bottom, it was only 3.21%. It's currently only down 1.7% right now from that peak down to the current candle. So what else do we have here? Let's go pull up the RSI Prime. There we go. Yeah, it just looks like a normal chart. I'm not seeing anything on here that gives me cause for concern in comparison to what I've seen anywhere else. Still on the moving averages here. Yeah, we're still sitting above the 50-day moving average there. And then where's my rectangle? Yeah, we're still in my rectangle here. So nothing overly concerning here, in my opinion. I would not be worried about this. Can I get that to move, sir? Sir, can you move for me? I'll get that to move later, I guess. It just doesn't want to play nice. But yeah, we're still inside of that triangle range that I had in there. So that little rectangle box, shout out to TA Tim and his T boxes. That's what we got going on. Let's go ahead and kick it over to you guys. And I'm going to start back in and we'll do some Bitcoin. I'm going to kick it over to OC first.
Absolutely. So something before I jump right into the chart, something funny that I noticed when you were talking about China not doing well on the bill that happened there, it was HSBC. So just in case you guys don't know, HSBC stands for Hong Kong and Shanghai Bank. And just as a fun fact, if you were in Mexico and bought something in Mexico between the 28th of December of 2023 and January of 2024, 2nd of January of 2024, they charge you again for whatever you bought between those times, and they are not responding. So I guess we know who is sustaining HSBC in China, right? Which with whose money? So just be careful if you do use HSBC. Watch your bills. All right, going to Bitcoin. Let me see what we got here. So I do believe that we are in an important range, and I'm gonna be talking about this itty bitty range that we have going on. I just zoomed out because we have two important or main areas all the way up here at somewhere around starting at 45,700, and the other one important here starting at 39,800. Basically, we're hovering in the middle. I was expecting a possible breakout and visiting this previous resistance that we had going on here, but so far it did not break as expected. Now let me show you why am I saying that this is an important area, and that is because right now we are on a huge bars of volume right here. This is where retail are fighting this position, and we both like bulls at the bottom, bears at the top, and we are getting compressed. And if we get compressed there, look at the space that we have between this line. That's why this was the next target that I was looking at. But the next possible two targets again is where smart money jumps in, and you see that it's all the way down here with a positive volume, and then all the way up here again with a positive volume. If we can consolidate somewhere, and let me just zoom out a little bit so I can grab a little bit more volume from here. If we can make it past the 18K marking here and jumping to the 12, we most likely are going to be getting all the way to 46. So everything is kind of like compressing. It's holding on in its position. We can see retail fighting with teeth and nails at that area. So be careful, because when retail gets exhausted, smart money will start moving the markets. So that's what I got. Piper.
Awesome. Appreciate it, man. TradeFly, what you got for us, brother? And shoot, go.
Alrighty. So one of the things I've been looking at, because obviously we're doing a lot of consolidating, numbers are kind of similar. So I'm like, all right, it's time to like take a step back and look at some historical information and try to tie into some of these indicators and see like where did we get signals for opportunities to get into some of these trades. Because ultimately, when it comes down to it, me, Piper, I think we're a little bit bigger on the swing trades. OC is kind of, I think, a little bit more into the smaller time frames. Is really, really good at picking apart like directions, which way it's going, kind of like time now. But the indicator that I was showing you guys yesterday was the dynamic support and resistance zone, the chart prime one. It's a free indicator. And so I went on the daily, because daily is kind of my favorite time frame to look at. And I went back and I looked at it and I was like, look at all this blue here, right? And it's a massive swath. And the other thing I had to do was go in and actually adjust the this setting here. Let me find it for you guys. It was actually, volume right here. So where it says waiting, volume, I put that on, and now it's tied to volume as well as it has support and resistance levels. So I was looking at it and I was like, wow, that really popped. That was pretty obvious. That's a 400 some percent move all the way to the top side. I'm not saying you would have held on that long, but this blue was kind of that indicator like, hey, this might be an opportunity to get into a trade. Let's look at Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin. You get that extended blue. Look how it really stretches throughout the screen. It's very bright blue. That might be an area where like, hey, that might catch your attention And just from that move, I mean, that was about 25.3, right? And looking at it too, you see there's multiple touches. Let me go ahead and turn this moving average off for you guys, clean that up a little bit. And looking at it, you see multiple touch points on the support area. So that kind of gives you that confirmation. And then you come down and you start looking at the prime oscillator, tie everything in. We got super oversold right here, but then you see the RSI is actually trending up like significantly. So you get that divergence where price is actually eking down, then RSI is kind of trending up. That's one of my big plays personally. But then it ties into this indicator as well. So it's like another confirmation for me, you know, as a swing trader, like, hey, that's a really good opportunity there. So that's something I want to point out to you guys. Maybe take a look at it, bring that up, and maybe you can find some other opportunities in some of these other coins where, you know, that presented itself. So just wanted to point that out.
Nice. Appreciate that, bro. Jumping over here to my charts, I'm looking at Avalanche right now. I'm gonna do a little breakdown here. So let's go ahead and turn off the moving average ribbon. Let's go ahead and get rid of this fixed range volume profile. Actually, let's move these lines to be on top of the value area high and value area low. That way I can clean it all up. And then we'll take a look at what we're seeing here. The point of control right now is our resistance that we're hitting on Avalanche, guys, on AVAX. That has been our rejection several points here. We've had one here, we've had one here, we've had one here. We did print a reversal, which gave us a little bit of a downside here. We broke that dynamic reactor, but I don't think that this is a long-term play out. I think this has played out on this little move here. If we take a look at the oscillators, at what we're seeing here, we actually did get on the 4-hour chart here, we got the oversold, we got the ribbon twist, we got that momentum dot for the upside moving again, and now we've got a hidden bearish divergence and a regular bearish divergence, giving us this downside move. What I'm going to watch for here is that line coming in at about $31.58 to be support. For those people listening in their cars right now and not able to look at the screen, give you that amount. Support range, $31.58, so that we can possibly get that bounce off of that trend assistant that would be confluence on that range, and then give us that upside. I am actually watching for Avalanche, though. If you look at this consolidation that we're in right now, the prime score has gone down to a 4, which means the trend has slowed down. But we have a consolidation score of 8, which means that we're getting a very strong sideways consolidation period, right? I'm going to be watching for when we break, get up and break this value area high, which is sitting at $44.20. Because once it does that, I'm going to look for it to do a quick liquidity grab here, come back, retest that, and then get its upside move. And I think that's what we're going to see with Avalanche over the next 7 days, is a test down again at that $31.58, bounce up, get past that point of control, past that upper trade band there, because there's the trade bands of the predictive ranges right there. That upper trade band coming in at about $39.27, and then $44.20 for that upper value area high of that fixed range volume profile. Another thing that I am going to be watching here, and let's go ahead and clean this off. Get rid of the Mexican spaghetti, because, you know, Mexican spaghetti is good, but it's not for breakfast. French toast is for breakfast, according to OC. We are sitting, oh, that was one more thing I wanted to show you here on the oscillator. We are sitting here with an uptrend arrow. We are starting to get that momentum dot back in the cloud. And so that is going to give us this opportunity that I'm talking about for this to come down, do that test, and then go up there. What I want to show you, though, is that if we take in here to account the high to the low, we're going to go ahead and drop a fib on here. Fibs. There we go. Bam. Right now, that line is coming in pretty close to that 236. I am shooting, again, if you guys heard what I said about getting to up there to that top, that value area high would be right in between the platinum pocket and the golden pocket. So we have these steps that we can get up here above that 50, into the golden pocket, into the platinum pocket. That would be what breaks us past that 1-to-1 for that target that I'm shooting for there. You can see how they play out coming down on the downside, how it plays on these lines, and it's just like the step. Well, that's what I'm looking for on this upside, is another step all the way up to the top, getting us to that point. So again, that target going to be coming in at about right about $50. So nice psychological number there on that upside move. So that's what I got for you guys on Avalanche. I said there was a good potential here, and there you have it. So OC, over to you, my man.
Absolutely. So take a look at RNDR, and also I'm also taking a look at Shiba, but I'll leave Shiba for the next round because that is a non-financial advice that needs to be looked at, right? So let's just tackle right now RNDR render. We were looking at render at a couple of zones in here. So the first area that we were looking at was this zone, and basically taking some profits as we get there. We did not make it past this resistance. Where can we see that resistance? We can start looking our our market oracle. In this case, what you guys can see here, it is the prime ranges and the prime trend assistant. The prime trend assistant is this neon line, and the prime ranges are these other ones that tell you where the price could be ranging. Very interesting. They follow price. So we went all the way there. We have a bearish divergence. We have a retracement. And right now, I believe that we could be looking at a big support area. Not only that, we also have been waiting for this area to be reached. Look at that. We are very, very close to hit the 4.26 alert area, but I'm already having a little bit of a double bottom expectations here that could be doing something like that. So let's just look at what could it be doing, right? So basically we are here, and then a further movement to the downside for reaching down a support level. So again, I believe we are here, and we could be going for a further move to a downside, basically looking or reaching for a further support liquidity zone or another level. So I'm gonna start turning on my support and resistance. What I was looking at this point, it is my order blocks along with my volume profile there. So let me show you that we are on a high order block right now, which seems that we are draining. We have the money flow POC, and then we have two soft order blocks in here. So what I do believe it's happening, it is that these high order blocks work as a very strong break for the price to stop falling. We have the dynamic reactor, another very big break, and maybe we could be going wicking down and then just grabbing the money flow POC as the next soft break, and then the soft order block again, just like the last possible area of support. So I do believe that we could be overextending a little bit maybe into this area. That's why I do have right here my my alert, and possibly looking for a redemption and long entry on RNDR. So that's what I got, guys. And also we have 88.14 out of deficit volume supporting that area right here. So passing it to you guys.
Awesome. TradeFly. Gotcha, bro.
Yeah, just looking at Dave
MATIC, look at
Digital,
you.
man.
I knew it. MATIC was going to be up there. Look at you.
Bro. Yeah, Dave Digital's like distracting me though in the chat. He's crushing me. Like talking about David Hasselhoff and poop flies turning into shrooms. All right, let's focus here. All right, ADD is kicking right now.
Focus, TradeFly.
All right. Yeah, look at it, MATIC, right? So that's on the daily, and it's clear consolidation. You can see it. It's really in a range right now, and that's good. That's actually something I like to see, especially with doing some trades, especially if you're into like an intraday kind of trading. You know, you start focusing on these areas right here. Now you can see the golden pocket here, and that also lines up with this area of support that's with that indicator I've been talking about. And then you have the 0.236 at about 95 cents, again, an area of resistance, right? So you have a nice range that you could look at, kind of like, Piper was talking about the other day with Chainlink. It's starting to form that a little bit with Polygon MATIC. So it's staying in this range. However, right now where we're sitting, we are sitting just on top of where the dynamic reactor is. We've found a lot of support there, throughout a lot of the coins. So you can see support, pretty much all the way up here. It did break down for a little bit, then it got back on top. And now, again, we're just kind of consolidating. So would this be where I'd make a play? No, it's not where I'd make a play. However, I would not, I would suggest to put an alert down here where the golden pocket is. If we pull back a little bit, what I can see right now is the RSI is trending up, right? So if you see that pullback and then you see RSI continuing to trend up and right, for me, that would be a nice indication for a potential long setup. So I'll be keeping an eye on that at about 73 cents. One of the things you can do if you want is just set an alert there. So, you know, that's something that I would probably do personally. And then, you know, set an alert, and then up here at about 95 cents, you know, set an alert there as well, right? Because we get up there, then I'd probably be looking for a rejection at some point. So up to you on how you want to play it, but you can see a clear area of resistance, clear area of support, and we're in that range. So right here, time now, not making a move, but I will have alerts here and here. So 95 cents and 70, probably about 73 cents. Want to be just above that golden pocket.
Yeah, very nice, man. I'm taking a look at something here on Ethereum, and I'm also taking a look at Dave Digital distracted me too. He said that it's because you're hashtag too much handsome is why he's distracted. So evidently he thinks you and Alex O, because you guys are twins, are both very attractive men. So
I agree.
shout out to
I
Dave
agree.
Digital. Shout out to Dave
That's
Digital.
it.
Hey, you
Good
gotta love
analysis, Dave.
Dave. Dave's everywhere, man. This dude is all over the place. So he's just, and he loves this community. So we love him back. So
Yeah, he's one of my faves for sure. But he's still on my hit list.
he said you're so handsome because of your regulation coyote tan t-shirt there. So let's get over to my chart here, guys.
As soon as this is done, just so you guys know, like I'm literally taking this jacket off and I'm putting on my flight suit and I'm bouncing. Like I got to be like there ASAP. So there you go. There's the background behind my.
You have a fly suit or a flight suit?
Flight.
Oh, because you're pilot, you fly. That's why. All right, guys, let's take a look here at Ethereum.
We got a couple that lands on poo-poo. That's not me.
No poo-poo. We got a couple of things here to show you guys on Ethereum. One is we are just now breaking the dynamic reactor. I'm a little bullish on Ethereum today. I'm not going to lie. Ethereum breaking the dynamic reactor. You can see that right here. There's the dynamic reactor coming down. You had a rejection here. Now it looks like we're trying to get this candle to close above it. There's one. Two, it looks like we're trying to break above this line here, which is the lower support band of the predictive ranges, which would give us a nice support level to bounce off of. Okay, there's two. There's two. Three, we have broken the trend line here on the auto-printed trend lines from Chart Prime with a nice retest and have gotten a bounce off of that. There's three, right? Help me keep track here, guys. That's three, right? Yes, I think so. Yes, so there's three. Let's go and take a look at this. We had a hidden bullish divergence that printed here. We had a peak seeker that said, hey, this is probably near the bottom right here, right? We had an uptrend arrow. We now have good looking Heikin-Ashi candles coming up here. And if I come over here and throw this on, watch this. Watch, just watch. Let's go throw on that fib. Nope, that is the wrong fib. It is going to be that fib. No. Dang it. Which fib is it? Hold on. I have too many fibs on here.
Lock your fibs.
They're locked. I will say that.
Where's Mark?
There we go. There we go. There it is. So this is taken from this fib here. And let me turn off this other stuff so you can just see what I'm talking about here. This fib was taken from the bottom to the top. We got a perfect bounce, double bottom on the platinum pocket here. Right now, we are back into the golden pocket, and that level that I just showed you guys that we needed to get above for that dynamic reactor and everything, it's going to be sitting right here in line with the golden pocket. If we're able to get above this here, I do see that the 50 at $2,400 is going to be a little bit of resistance, but I am looking for us to shoot back up to that trade band, because if we break the 50, then we're going to go to the 382. If we close the 382, which is above that lower trade band, the natural spot is up to the top of that trade band of predictive ranges. I'm feeling pretty bullish on the setup right now for Ethereum from its current levels right now. Of course, that depends upon if Bitcoin goes up or sideways. It has to go at least sideways. If Bitcoin pulls back, everything pulls back with it. But that is what I'm seeing right now. Nice bullish setup there. We're at some key levels of support that we're now finding support on. So it does look like we could get that move to the upside there, with that target being about $2,700. Of course, this is a long play. This is a swing trade, but that is what I'm looking at there for Ethereum. So let me go ahead and get all my spaghetti off my chart and kick it over to OC, speaking of Mexican spaghetti.
Absolutely. So let's take a look at SHIB here because it's looking fairly good. We're bearish. We are bearish, right? But every bearish trend has its end. Every bullish trend has its end. I'm looking at a couple of things in here, and some of those are what I call DNA or fingerprint analysis, which is looking back into the asset to see how it behaves and also where does it does those kind of movements. So the first thing I'm going to be looking at is this itty bitty move right here with a reversal, oversold, and also a tiny bullish divergence. And look at what happens here. We have a somewhat great retracement to the upside, right? It's a great bounce with possible a double bottom. So bottom number 1, bottom number 2, and then a retracement that could be twice as long as this area right here. So twice as long. There we go. So let me just Control C this to keep it clean. And now I'm seeing almost the exact same thing. So bottom number 1 in here, bottom number 2 in there, and then measuring this movement and adding it twice, which is going to be, sorry for that, which is going to be placing me right here at a negative volume and a loud order blocking here. Something also to note in this case, it is that if I'm wrong on this area, there's also redemption for me, because if I go for a double bottom there, look at what I got all the way down here. Smart money jumping in. Look at that with big wicks all the way through, and then a little bit more retail money here if we get all the way down here. So I'm not going to be doing anything right there until I either break the trend line that I have out plotted by Chart Prime, or when I start getting to these areas of buying volume, small volume, that makes a big difference or a big retracement. So I'm aiming a little bit more for a retracement and then jumping in somewhere around those areas. Let me give you guys number, not financial advice, somewhere around a ton of zeros, 858. And then also for a little bit overextended area, a ton of zeros, 838 for possible entries for just playing around with Shiba Inu. Not financial advice, guys. This is not something that I'm going to be taking seriously. Only if I see the opportunity, I'll try to jump in there to make a quick buck. Remember, be careful, use a stop loss, and lock your fibs.
Lock your fibs, fool. TradeFly, what you got up, bro? Bitwise, it looks like.
Yeah, we've been talking about that a little bit lately. So BITC is the ticker for it. So the reason I wanted to look at it again is because now I've put my new little handy dandy tool on, and check this out. Remember that blue that I've been talking about on the daily?
Yes, sir.
Look at that. So
Yes,
that
sir.
is telling you, hey, that would have been a nice area for rejection and a sell-off. And guess what? It did. Very, very much so. Came down, and this is about where we got interested in talking about it, right above the dynamic reactor. So that's kind of what, perked my interest. I just caught that area. And then we talked about trading it up here to where it was resistance. So it was resistance, but here's something that's really cool about this indicator is it flips the resistance into support. So it takes what was a red line and turns it into a green line. That's pretty cool, right? Because that's like a further confirmation. One of the things we always look for is flipping resistance into support. So it flips it, and now we're getting the retest, the old OC special here. So we're getting the retest, and we're looking at the RSI. Now it is leveling out a little bit, and it could just be resetting. Let's take a look-see on the 4-hour and see what that's telling us, because sometimes you get a little better indication. Yeah, coming down a little bit. So it might be resetting. So it could continue this up and right movement. That's kind of what I would be looking for. But again, we've kind of talked about it there. It could be an opportunity, for another entry. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on it personally. But like we said, right about in this time, it's kind of stagnant right now. Honestly, it looks like it's consolidating a little bit over the past, 4 to 5 days. But yeah, keep an eye on it. BITC. So high side is very obviously at about 38. And then if it does pull back, we're going to be looking at support area that kind of has confluence with a dynamic reactor at about 30, we'll call it 31. You want to be a little bit just above that area there. So there you go. BITC.
Nice. Nice. I'm going to jump over here and take a look. I'm seeing some things on CleanSpark today. So taking a look at CleanSpark here, guys. You can see, first off, let me go and turn off these fibs and get rid of these brush marks here. And we will take a look at what I'm seeing here. So we got this trend line coming down right now. You can see that we are in this trade band of the predictive ranges here. These predictive ranges, they're part of the Market Dynamics Pro from Chart Prime. But we are trading inside of this. But right now, you can see we're about to get that flip of the ribbon. We're starting to get this green candle here on the RSI Prime. And it looks like we're pushing against this trend line. If we break above this trend line, that would also be right in line with our dynamic reactor, which is a very powerful moving average. Typically, once we touch it and get above it, we retest it, and then we go up from there. I'm watching right now, CleanSpark. You know, it's had some downside movement. Some sell-off. The miners have slowed down right now, selling off their Bitcoin, so on and so forth. But right now, it looks like CleanSpark might be trying to get a breakthrough there. And if it gets that breakthrough there, let's bring up the fibs. You'll see what's going on. This is a bounce right here off of the 50. I would be looking for an immediate move up to that golden pocket again, putting it back between $9.20 to $9.70 there for an immediate move on CleanSpark if it breaks this trend line here. So let's go ahead. I'm going to set me a little action here, a little alert, and we'll see if it breaks that today. If it does, I'll drop that over in the Discord. Why? Because guys, we have Discord now. Check it out. If you guys have not, some people have already joined in here today. We had Mr. J moved over here. Elo Brown is over here right now. Guys, our Discord is up. Check the link down below. I believe Crux or somebody can drop the link to our Discord in there. I don't know that there's a link in the description yet, but we'll get that fixed. But yes, our Discord is up and running, guys. And we got all kinds of great stuff that we're going to be doing in here. You're going to get your general chat. You're going to get news where stuff is loading in. It has been for a while. We've been populating this. You're getting all the stuff that Kabisi letter drops. The earnings reports will go in there. All the social media posts from us. And then, of course, our partner media. Every time that Investing Bros, Lunar Beach Crypto, Alex O Crypto, any of these guys post stuff, you'll get notified of that in there also. We've got the schoolhouse, and then here you can see, learn about all the different stuff. Crux has just been grinding away on this over here. Academic Forum, this is going to be some of the spots where we come in and, post up some good info for you guys. And then we're going to be having for the members in here, we're also going to have AMA, a weekly AMA, trade setups where we're going to be doing TA sessions with you guys, stuff like that. We've got a lot of content that we're going to be bringing to you because you guys are what matters. You guys are what we do this for, and you had the heart and the desire to help support the channel. So we are going to make sure that we can give you guys everything back that you guys could possibly want in this Discord. So yeah, go ahead and join up on that, and we appreciate you all. We just hit 2.4K subs, I guess. So shout out to OC and TradeFly and the alumni and Crux. Like, guys, we're doing great stuff over here. So let's go ahead, come over here to Trio Cam. And, just talk it out for a second because we've done a lot of TA. Unless you guys want something in the TA side, let us know in the chat if there's something that you absolutely want to see. Yeah, we will get the Crux there. Crux dropped that Piper Academy X and the Piper Academy Discord. So guys, follow those. How are you guys feeling sentiment wise about the markets right now? Like, how is all of this? How are you feeling about the markets right now with the FUD that's coming out on Solana? The really static movement of Bitcoin. We really have just grinded sideways now for quite a while. What is your sentiment? Let's talk here for a second, because I feel like we're in this pre-halving consolidation period, and I do expect that we might see some pullbacks, but I think those are going to be the ones that get people really wrecked. I think the pullbacks that we have, people are going to sell off because they're scared, and they're going to lose their seat on that parabolic movement once we get into the halving. So, what's your guys' thoughts?
It's fine. Feed me more. because I'm gonna stack. Honestly, we're consolidating, and if you've been around investing in stocks or in crypto, it comes in waves, and you're gonna have those up thrusts. With consolidation, you'll have pullbacks. Kind of the Wyckoff, theory. You'll see that quite a bit when you take a step back and start zooming out on the charts and looking at those. So for me, like, I don't think it's a real big concern. I think it's normal. It's healthy. We're still setting, higher lows. Now, the current trend, if you do zoom in a little bit, it is starting to pull back a little bit. You are seeing a series of lower highs, but, it's nothing significant. Like, again, it's a waves, right? So that's what you're going to see. That's what I'm expecting. We had the big news come out with getting the ETFs. That got everyone really excited. So that's what pushed the price so high so fast. You can't continue that upward trajectory all the time. So for me, nothing big here, nothing big to see. I've mentioned it many, many times before. We've seen $10,000 wicks in a single day. So like right now, this is a healthy market the way I see it. So, might be a good opportunity to do some intraday trading or maybe some scalping when you're finding yourself in a range.
Yep, absolutely. OC, what's your take? What's your sentiment? How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
So I'm feeling fantastic, to be honest. I'm very calm. I'm not nervous at all. I'm actually just chilling out because, and guys, you can also corroborate and go back in, I believe it's 3 sessions before when we released our thesis on how far up would Bitcoin go. I am expecting a drawback on Bitcoin somewhere around 38, basically daily or weekly dynamic reactor. That's what I'm expecting, but there's something delicate here. I already have bought. Right? Why? Because we are ranging. So if it goes down, I have a little bit more to buy there. And then if it goes up, I'm already in. Because there's one of two soups in this situation. It either ranges and blows up, and everybody who's just waiting for the best case scenario gets out of the play and it's not joining, or basically just like Piper mentioned, if you already bought and they draws back down and then they sell and kind of like that, they also get wrecked, right? So for me, I have divided my capital. I do expect a drawback, basically going to fear, and when we get to fear, we're gonna then blow up. That's what I'm expecting on my head. Nonetheless, that doesn't mean that it's going to happen on the charts, and because of that, I already have bought at this area. I'm not buying any more around here. I'm buying either lower or higher. So on my own sentiment level, I am just chilling. Just whatever it comes, I'm already have done my move, and I'm feeling very confident on what could be going on.
Nice. Yeah, I'm in the same boat with you guys. I'm feeling everything's healthy right now. When we have this grind sideways period of consolidation, it's really just it's resting, it's taking a break. Just let me breathe for a minute here, guys. I think if you really look at what we've done so far since we've had the bottom in that $16,000 range, astronomical growth movement. So sometimes you just got to go sideways. Like right now, I believe that what we're seeing on NVDA, and I'm gonna jump over here and show you on NVIDIA. I do believe right now that we've got, I put on some fib extensions here, trend-based fib extensions, going from this bottom peak right here to this top and then pull back down to the bottom here. And so you can see that we came back for a nice clean retest here in the platinum pocket before we came up. But look at how well we got price action consolidation right here on this phase 2 golden pocket. I believe right now this is going to come back and it's going to test this phase 3 golden pocket coming in at about $669. This is healthy too. When you see this pullbacks like this, as long as it holds key support, then you're in a healthy consolidation. It really needs to cool off because it's had a massive pump. We've seen the same thing really with Bitcoin for the past year. I mean, some of these moves were astronomical. Let's go over to the daily, actually go to the weekly, and let's just take a look and show you what's happened here. We needed this consolidation because literally for weeks straight, we did nothing here but a 70% move in a matter of 56 days, so less than 2 months. Like that is a powerful move. It has to get some energy back into it. So that is what we're seeing there right now.
What was
Looking at the
what's
weekly
the
charts.
measurement on that pullback? for Bitcoin.
On the pullback, let me go back to the weekly.
Yeah.
You talking
I'm
about
just
this
curious
pullback
because,
here?
yeah, if it was around 30% or not. I'm curious about that.
Yeah, it was going to be, it's going to be coming in right at 22%, 21.59. So
that's pretty textbook when you're talking about a
yeah,
bull
it
flag,
is
right? Are you looking
very
for
textbook,
about a
very
30%
textbook.
pullback?
Yeah, and if you take a look at my my favorite chart, you guys may or may not have ever seen this. If you take a look here, guys, we're literally just holding right here in this phase. We're still in the phase 3. It's still holding above the golden pocket. We did a wick down, but it's holding. So I think overall we're looking pretty good. I think that the sentiment right now should be caution, because you always want to be cautious in investments. Cautious but optimistic. That would be my 2 words that I would put out there. So I think that's about all we have time for today, unless anybody dropped a request in the chat. Zach, did anybody drop a request in chat?
No, the only thing I got is a date request with Dave. So I'll have
Luna
to
Peaches
figure
Crypto
that one
said
out.
Solana is restarting their network right now, so we'll see what happens with that. And you said what, Zach? Nobody requested anything? Adam. Oh, Adam. TradeFly. You want to take Adam or OC?
Sure. Let's see here.
Who? Which one?
You got it. If you got to pull it up, go for it, OC. I haven't looked at Adam in a
I got it
minute.
right here.
Bam. There we go. Here's Adam.
Absolutely. Perfect. So we are bearish on Adam. Nonetheless, we are seeing a little bit of those same pullback reactions that I've been looking on Shiba. So I'll say that this is a little bit more bullish, but we need to be careful, and let me explain you why. So let me now start looking at my support and resistances and look at that where we get to smart money, we retrace. Nonetheless, we are fighting right here on the output right here with retail money. So nonetheless, the outcome is positive. So I am seeing that movement to the upside. And also look at that, we are breaking through the 0 line. So my target will be somewhere around here at 9.44. So but just be careful, because that is going to be a big resistance, and we can see that. Look at that negative volume and also that money flow POC. Nonetheless, if we can make it through with a big movement here, and we also make this movement and bounce up, so FOR, flip up the ribbon at the 0 line to the upside, we could be making that support and then going bullish again on the 4 hour. So let me start removing this spaghetti and also go for a little bit more of that complexity. But let me zoom in so we can see a little bit better. So points of entry, if you don't have, this is not financial advice, so you take your your analysis and look for your better possibilities for entry. For me, will be somewhere around here, but I don't know if I'm gonna get it, so I could be doing a splitting entry right here. So you guys know that one full entry for me, that is a 3%, so I could be jumping with a 1.5% on my wallet for half of an entry, and then trying to jump back in somewhere at this confluence zone where I have daily and 4 hour support, along with a discount zone right here somewhere around, and I'm going to be calling 8.817 for the rest of the 1.5% of my wallet to complete 1%.
Nice.
To complete 3% of that entry. And then
Nice.
TP targets or taking profits, 9.49 and then 9.74. So that's what I got. Not financial advice, guys. So turning it back to you, Piper.
Awesome. Guys, we got to get rolling out here because we got about 1 minute before Discover Crypto starts, and we are auto-fed right over to them. But hey, shout out to everybody in the chat today. Shout out to all the members, Ben Redden and Mr. J. Thank you guys for your memberships and all the new members that joined today. From Crux of Crypto, the first 100 people that join the Discord will get a special roll. So shout out to if you're already in there, and if you're not, check the link down below. Get in there. TradeFly, OC, give these guys a shout out to the goodbye side, and let's roll this out.
Hey, as always, it's great interacting with you guys in the chat. I really love that part of it every day. So had a lot of fun today, doing some TA with you guys, talking some news. As always, it's awesome. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. And Dave, I am not leaving you for a movie role. I'm yours.
OC?
Guys, thank you so much for joining. Very quick, if you haven't smashed that like button, please, you know what to do. And also, if you haven't subscribed, you also know what to do. Guys, you are killing with that. Thank you for your support. And then let's roll it out, Piper.
Awesome, guys. Thanks for joining us on Piper Academy. Join us tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be bringing you guys the news, the charts, the markets, and everything you need to have knowledge, because knowledge is profit. Guys, until tomorrow morning, I'll see you in the Discord. And if not, I'll check you out here tomorrow. Trade safe. And as always, can you guys please use the stop loss?
That was awesome, dude!